Abnormal behavior sounds mysterious, but it's just the edges of what we call normal. In the next 5 minutes, let's map out every type, step by step.
Number 1. The quirk. A harmless but unusual habit or action. You tap the table 3 times before starting work. You always sit in the same chair even if the room is empty. People notice, but they smile more than they frown. Quirks make you distinctive, sometimes even charming. When quirks stack up, others may quietly question your stability. A quirk is a whisper of difference, not a shout. But some patterns feel less like play and more like pressure.
Number 2. The compulsion. Actions you feel driven to repeat to relieve inner tension. You wash your hands until the skin cracks. You check the stove, then check again. The act doesn't feel optional. It feels necessary. Compulsions offer a short-lived sense of safety and control. They steal time, leaving you exhausted and restless. Compulsion is relief rented at a crushing price. But behaviors don't always come from actions. Sometimes they start with thoughts.
The obsession, intrusive thoughts that loop and replay against your will. You imagine disaster every time the phone rings. You replay old conversations searching for mistakes no one noticed. Obsessions sharpen awareness. You catch details others miss. The mental noise can drown out peace, sleep, even joy. An obsession is a song stuck on repeat inside your skull. Thoughts can spiral inward, but they can also erupt outward.
4. The outburst. Sudden emotional explosions beyond what the moment requires. You shout over a small mistake. You slam the door when plans change. Later, regret burns hotter than the anger itself. Passion gives you force and presence in a dull world. Outbursts fracture trust and leave relationships fragile. An outburst is thunder in a room built for rain. Some behaviors don't erupt. They quietly withdraw.
Number 5. The retreat. Pulling away from people, places, or demands. You cancel plans often. You linger in bed even when you're not tired. The world feels heavy, so you hide from it. Retreat can protect you when energy is thin. Stay too long and isolation deepens into emptiness. Retreat is rest that forgets how to return. And sometimes retreat flips into the opposite, reckless risk.
6. The impulse. Acting quickly without thinking of the cost. You buy things you can't afford. You quit jobs suddenly. You leap before looking again and again. Impulses can spark creativity, spontaneity, even adventure. They often leave wreckage in their wake. Impulse is lightning, brilliant, fast, and dangerous. When impulse grows constant, it begins to look like rebellion. When impulse grows constant, it begins to look like rebellion. 7. The defiance. Breaking rules for the sake of breaking them. You ignore deadlines not because you can't meet them, but because you don't want to. You test boundaries until they bend or break. Defiance challenges stale traditions and sparks change. Unchecked, it corrodes trust and creates chaos. Defiance is freedom with a sharp edge. But not all abnormality comes from breaking rules. Some comes from bending reality itself. 8. The delusion. A fixed belief that clashes with shared reality. You're convinced your neighbor spies on you through walls. You see hidden patterns in random news. To you, it feels undeniably real. Delusions can give structure and certainty to a confusing world. They isolate you, building a private world no one else can enter. Delusion is conviction without company. Beyond beliefs, even perception itself can shift.
Number 9. The hallucination. Seeing, hearing, or sensing things that aren't there. A voice calls your name in silence. Shadows move when no one is around. It feels real until others say nothing happened. Sometimes hallucinations spark creativity, turning visions into art. They can blur the line between safety and danger. Hallucination is reality painted on a canvas of air. Beyond hallucination lies the broadest level of all.
10. The spectrum. Abnormal behavior isn't one thing, it's a range woven into humanity. You realize quirks, compulsions, retreats, and delusions aren't separate. They form a continuum. Everyone leans a little somewhere. Seeing the spectrum builds empathy for yourself and others. Labeling too quickly can reduce people to categories. Abnormal is only normal seen from a different angle.
That's the map of abnormal behavior in 5 minutes. I'll be making more videos like this soon. Subscribe to see them.